I saw a moose up here from a distance, so I'm trying to find it, see if it's still here. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's a woodpecker somewhere over there. It's a shame I left my real camera back home. I could have zoomed in and got some nice shots out of that. But it's a GoPro day today. The moose was up here along this fallen down trees. I saw it from the hill far away over there, a couple of 100 meters. Okay, let's take a look. Was here 20 minutes ago. Of course, it's I didn't hear any loud runaway breaking, so I don't think he noticed me at all. Well, it's second Christmas day, and I just had to go out. I don't like doing nothing. It's really hard on me. So I have to find something to do. Look at this track. Wow, that's heavily used. This looks like a trail, don't you think? Well, it is a kind of trail, but not for the typical animals you think of. Let me show you. It goes under these trees, further on, under these trees, and further on, up to there. It's an ant trail. Here in the spruce forest, the ground is soft, not frozen. Well, I think it's frozen. Maybe under, but not too much. So it's very easy to move, completely quiet. It's so easy to get lost in this kind of woods because it's you don't have any reference points. So if you don't have, and it's really hard to see the sun too. So it's really hard to understand where you are. I can see the sun somewhere over there now, and it's well, the sun is setting right now, so it's get dark in a few hours. I think I can follow towards the sun. Break left a couple of 100 meters and then break left again to get down approximately to that area I came from. I don't have a compass or anything with me. It's not smart when you're walking like this, but I used to have this one on my watch band. It was a silver compass. It lasted several years, but finally wore out, so it didn't work anymore. I used that. I checked the bearing, which way I was walking, and from now and then when I was walking, I put it up and looked at it and hold somewhat the same bearing, then it was much easier to turn around and go back the same way. Because as it is now in this terrain, it's you hardly make any track, so it's hard to track back in your own footsteps. There have been a laying spot for some animal. You see this green stuff is still broken. Has been laying down here. Doesn't seem very fresh. No, I did not scare it off, that's for sure. But it's not old either. More signs of road deers. You can see all these holes in the marsh. It's road deers, all of it here too. But as you can see, in this part it's forest as far as you can see. It's dense forest like this. Well, this has been processed, but in there it's even more dense. It's a very nice place for moose, roe deers, and other wildlife. And following tracks like this, I just wander off, and sometimes I really are lost. Oh shit! Moose! I found 2 of them. I'm close, only 50 meters. You can see them through the forest there. You see them? It's a cow and a calf. I started to make some noise and the cow came straight towards me, so I had to get out of that area. Moose are more dangerous than any other animals here in the Norwegian forest. I'm just coming around the cow now, so I think I'm maybe 50 to 100 meters on the other side of where I first saw him. In here I'm at least able to get some cover if it comes flying on me like a maniac. As I said, it's really easy to get lost in these woods. It is. Following interesting tracks and everything, and you just whoops. But I'll find my way out, but maybe not the shortest way. It's just crazy. Talking about getting lost, well, I did again. Walking around for an hour or so, trying to figure out kind of where I was. I'm not sure either. Still not sure. There's a farm down there. So I'm in on some private property now, so man, I got completely lost. So it's a big lesson for next time. Bring a compass. Well, that was quite an experience. As said, I've done that several times before also, but I always managed to think my way back. This time, nope, hadn't a chance. I didn't have a clue which direction. So these flat forests are really difficult to navigate because you don't have any reference points like mountain tops and stuff like that. So it's terrible. I consider myself not an expert but an experienced outdoorsman, and it's very stupid of me not to bring neither a compass or a map. But I wasn't. I deviated from my plan. So that's the result of stupidity. The first moose I spotted was on this small hill where we could see a barn. This barn. But after being there, I was wandering around somewhere down here, and I spotted the moose and the cow and the calf, I mean. After that, I had to go back up, and I went around and tried to see it from the other side to flank the moose, but I couldn't find him back, and then I started messing up. I was wandering around in this area for it must have been this area for more than half an hour, just to try to find that big clearing in this area in front of this small hilltop where I was at the beginning. A couple of times I found the sun and took the northern direction, but I made several turns in this area, and when I saw the sun again, I thought, whoops, you're there now. And then I had to make a new bearing north again, and so I was messing around in here. I really tried to find this clearing, and that's where I wanted to go back to, but I couldn't, and finally I just I took straight west to get down to this try to get to this roads, and I came down to a field here, and I followed this field down to the first house. I went down back a couple of kilometers to a junction, and then a couple of kilometers back up to my car. So that was the trip. So it's actually fascinating how easy it is to go in circles and mess around in just a small area, like it's maybe 1 kilometer wide circle I was messing around in. And I wasn't really lost. I wasn't lost in matter that I had to spend the night, but I was lost in the matter that I couldn't find back to where I started. And I wanted that because there were some other areas I wanted to look at, but I ended up having to hike out from there before it got dark, the easiest way. So that's how it is. Well, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna straight into my computer and go on the net and find myself a new watch band compass. That's for sure.